Adrenal exhaustion. Are you feeling drained even after a full night's rest of sleep? Like your energy just never refills? Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Carrie Lamb, a functional medicine doctor and adrenal recovery expert. If you're exhausted or foggy or wired and tired at night, then your adrenal glands might be trying to tell you something. In this video, we're going to discuss about adrenal exhaustion, what it is, what symptoms to look out for, and what you can do about it. So what is adrenal exhaustion? To understand it, you have to know what happens to your body under stress. Your adrenal glands sit on top of the kidney and it produces hormones like cortisol, estrogen, progesterone, DHEA, testosterone. But cortisol is the one that helps you respond to stress. It's a natural short-term response. Like if you're running away from danger or if you see a bear, you want to be able to respond to that stress. We aren't meant to live in this type of mode long term, and when stress becomes constant, your adrenal glands stay switched on all the time, and then they get worn out over time also, so they're not able to produce enough cortisol, and that's when your symptoms start to blow up, because cortisol is actually your natural body steroid to reduce inflammation on your body. Because you can imagine if you're just running away all the time, everything's constricted, that's very stressful. So your body produces this cortisol to reduce that inflammation. But again, over time, it starts to get tired, and that's what we call adrenal fatigue syndrome. And adrenal exhaustion is stage 3, is the third stage, where your cortisol production actually starts to reduce. And that's when your body systems start to get more out of balance and out of hand. Adrenal exhaustion doesn't look the same for everyone. And here are the most common symptoms. Constant tiredness, especially that afternoon crash. If you're insomniac and you're waking up in the middle of the night with heart palpitations, you might have low blood pressure, especially when you stand up too quickly and you feel dizzy when you stand up. Or you can have worsening allergies and sensitivities. You might feel cold, your body temperature is on the lower end. Even if you're on thyroid meds, you might have menstrual irregularities, PMS prior to your periods. You could have salt cravings, you just love salty foods, you want to drink salt water, or constant thirst. You might have heart palpitations or hypoglycemic sugar cravings, blood sugar crashes after meals. All of these symptoms can be connected. They come from this hormone imbalance of cortisol, and it ripples throughout your body. And you might not have all of them, but if a few of these sound familiar, your adrenals could be the ones struggling. So what causes adrenal exhaustion? It's not just one thing. We're talking about diets high in sugar, alcohol overuse, smoking. But I guess most people don't have that. Then they might be over exercising or not exercising at all. That could also be the cause. Lack of sleep. You could have environmental toxins like mold or heavy metals or chemicals in your body that you can't get rid of. You might have long-term stress, whether it's your job, your relationships. These things are just stressful in your body and causes your adrenals to overwork. And also certain medications, like if you've been on antibiotics for a long time, if you're on any beta blockers or anything that actually reduces your mitochondrial energy, which a lot of meds do, then these are things that could also contribute to adrenal exhaustion. And most people have just a few of these going on at once, and that's why it's important to really look at your whole picture, not just one symptom. So what can testing review? Okay, to confirm if you have adrenal exhaustion, you might need testing, but a lot of times you don't. Your provider would be able to tell even just from knowing your symptoms. But if you wanted to look a little further, then you could look at your cortisol levels in your saliva, in your blood, or your urine. The saliva testing is especially helpful because it measures your free and active form of cortisol throughout the day, multiple times throughout the day, morning, noon, evening, nighttime. Because if you just test, you go to the blood test at the lab, one is if you don't like blood draws, then your cortisol is going to spike because that's stress in itself. And number 2, you can't really go get a blood draw 4 times throughout the day, even at nighttime or first thing after you wake up. So that's why it's beneficial to get the saliva where you can do it at home in the comfort of your own bed and on your own time. And if you see that your cortisol curve is just flat all day or flat, like low in the morning, that means you're not producing enough cortisol in the morning. Or if it's high at the wrong times, like maybe in the evening and the nighttime it goes high, then these are all red flags. There's definitely adrenal dysregulation here. Your cortisol is not producing at the right time. normally supposed to be high in the morning and comes down throughout the day naturally, so your body gets ready for bed. Remember, testing is just one piece of the puzzle. I would also say you need to look at your whole symptoms, your lifestyle, what you're doing every day, and that will get you a true whole person view of your health. What are effective ways to actually manage adrenal exhaustion? Well, here's what can help. The first is nutrition. Okay, focus on whole foods, colorful meals, key nutrients, vitamin C, E, B5, zinc, selenium. These help all support your adrenal glands. And next is meal timing. You want to eat 3 balanced meals, but also you want to actually have 2 snacks to keep your energy steady throughout the day. You don't want the ups and downs of reactive hypoglycemia. Make sure your snacks are not full of sugar, but actually higher in protein and fats to kind of hold you down. Some of adrenal fatigue exhaustion patients or clients actually have to eat every 1 to 2 hours even, because they feel like they're crashing when they don't eat. So that is also a very classic symptom that you want to time your meals. Third is movement. Okay, I would choose gentler options like restorative yoga or walking or easy biking. No hard workouts or HIIT or anything that really pushes you until you crash, because they can make things worse. They can spike your cortisol even worse. Breathing is the next thing. You can do adrenal breathing where when you take a deep breath in, your diaphragm comes down, because that's where your vagal nerve lies. So you really want to be able to work on the parasympathetic nervous system to calm your system down. And when you take a deep breath out, it goes back in, and you're kind of focusing on your abdominal breathing here. And lastly, supplements are very important to give us the right nutrients, because it is hard to eat 60 oranges a day. How do you get your vitamin C, which your adrenals need to make cortisol? Well, you need to take them sometimes in supplement form to help balance your cortisol, reduce inflammation, restore energy. Start low, go slow, especially if you're sensitive. Always check with your provider before starting or adding new supplements. After the vitamins, you can even add on adaptogens and herbal extracts, but really you want to start with the foundation and get to the root cause. Adrenal exhaustion is real, but it is reversible. You don't have to live in adrenal fatigue. With the right support, the body can heal. If you found this video helpful, hit like and share it with someone who needs to hear it. You're not alone through adrenal fatigue. There is help for you. So subscribe, stay updated, and we can provide you more science-based insights on how to support your adrenals and your health and restore your energy naturally. I'm Dr. Carrie Lamb, here to empower you to take control of your health.